Hi everyone, this is your girl Sandra D, and I just want to share a thought that I had after having a conversation with a girlfriend of mine today. Now, we were just talking about love, and we went on to the Black Lives Matter movement. Now, in the book of Matthew, Jesus commands us to love the Lord God with all our heart, with all our soul, with all our mind. And he also commands us to love our neighbors as ourselves. Now, we were talking about love, and we were talking about how much we cannot give what we don't have, because we first have to love ourselves. That's the commandment. It said, love your neighbor as yourself. So you first have to love yourself in order to love your neighbor. I find that there's so many of us that we tear each other down. We belittle each other, we degrade each other, we deflate each other with our words and our actions. And, we were even talking about the Black Lives Matter movement. Now, I'm a Jamaican by birth, and I was taught that my ancestors were brought to Jamaica as slaves, and they fought for our freedom. They fought for the right for us to be able to vote, the right for us to be able to go into schools. They fought against, not just in Jamaica, but all around the world, against segregation. And I see today in our society where us as Black people, we talk so bad to each other. You have men that will call each other nigger. You have men that will talk bad about their Black sisters or their Black females, saying that we're aggressive, and that's why they have interracial relationship with white people. Now, it's your choice. You can choose to love anyone. I mean, at the end of the day, all lives matter. But when if we're to tear our own race down, if we're not loving our own race, how can we expect other race to love us? If we're not supporting our own race, so you'll have a sister who is a really good designer. You'll have a brother who is a really good designer or a tailor. You will have someone that opened their hair shop. I mean, most of these hair shops now, they sell Black products, but they're not Black owned. You'll have cook shops that are not supported as much by our own Black people. And you find that we're not supporting our own business, but we can go out there and we can support the big shops, the big retailers. Yeah? The question I would ask today is, how can we expect people to love and respect us as a Black race when most of us don't love and respect each other? I know my question and my statement might offend people, and I don't mean to cause an offense, but it's about time we start to know who we are. It's about time we start to support each other and stop tearing down each other. I should be able to look at a sister with my skin color, whether it be darker or lighter, it doesn't matter, and love her. I should be able to look at her and tell her, you're beautiful. I love your outfit. Compliment her on something about herself. But when I'm going to tear you down, what does that say about me? If I choose to tear down a Black sister, I'm tearing down myself. I'm a mother of Black boys. If I was to think bad about someone's son, what am I saying about mine? We need to take stock of the things that we're doing as Black people. We need to stand up and be that person that God created us to be. We are blessed. We are so, the funniest thing, I say to myself, we're fighting for the fact that the other race is trying to oppress us. We're fighting for equality. But yet still, we don't recognize that there must be something very unique and special about us that everyone wants to oppress, that they want to silence. How many inventors out there that invent so many things, but you rarely hear about Black inventors? You'd have to go do some serious research. They're not being taught in the schools. You'll hear about Christopher Columbus. I'm from Jamaica, and I was taught that Christopher Columbus discovered Jamaica. I don't know how someone can discover something that was already occupied, because I learned that the Arawaks Indian were living there already. Hey, but that's what I was taught. There are so many black inventors out there that you don't hear nothing about. We've got so many beautiful African designers out there. You don't hear anything about them. Singers, dancers, poets, managers, leaders. There's so many great schools in our African country or on the African continent. Africa is one of the richest continents in the world. And I believe that it's about time we recognize who we are. And we stand up and become who God created us to be. The only person or the only people that are stopping us is us ourselves. Because it doesn't matter when you've got a voice to shout, even to the point where they might want to kneel on your neck, you will be heard. It's about time we shake off this mentality where we are tearing each other down. Let's start loving and respecting each other. Let's start appreciating each other. Let's start to recognize each other more. I'm not saying it's not happening, but it needs to be done more. You've got other cultures or other races that support each other. I live in my neighborhood. There's a Chinese restaurant that has changed hands about 5 different times, and I've never seen another race own it. They always pass the baton on to their own people. We always think that if I have a business here, I don't want another person down there, so we'll fight against each other. No. There's enough out there for all of us. And we have to shake off this crab mentality. Back home in Jamaica, when you put crab in barrel, they're always pulling each other down, trying to get out. Yes? We need to stop and recognize that there must be something that they see in us. Start to recognize what is it that they see in us that they would want to oppress us, that they would want to silence us, that they want us to fight against each other. When you read in history, and even on the plantations where they had the slaves, they would use other black slaves to oppress their own. It's about time we wake up. It's about time we rise up and love each other. The Bible said that love covers a multitude of sin. If you look in the mirror and you love what you see, it would take nothing for you to love another person. It would take absolutely nothing. So start with loving yourself today. And in doing so, you will be able to share that love. I hope my message touched someone. I'm not here to bash anyone, but I just felt the need after having the conversation with my girlfriend today to say, seriously, we really need to start loving each other more. When we start to lead, it's just like me having my family and my home, and someone would come into my home. Someone could never come into my home and disrespect my husband or my son. They could only do that if I allow it. But when they come into your home and your environment and they see that there's nothing but love, they can't change you. Your environment will change them. It's just like an infectious smile. When someone look at you and smile beautifully, you want to smile back. So I'm saying today, love yourself. And in other words, when you love yourself, you will be able to love others. You are beautiful. And remember, you were created with purpose, for purpose. This is Sandra D. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. And I'll see you next time. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.